Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Mike and you're watching Triple T Acres, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to justify buying a tiller. Maybe you want to buy a tiller for a garden, but you can't justify paying all that money for just doing a garden once a year. I've got a solution for it. You're going to want to stick around. Now there's a couple reasons why you might want a tiller. One of them obviously is to make a garden with, and like I said earlier, it's hard to justify. You're trying to save money by planting your own vegetables, and if you're going to spend several $1,000s on a tiller, it's really not going to offset growing your own food. Now obviously there's other benefits of growing your own food. Knowing where the food came from is an important thing, but again, spending all that money on a tiller, and there's really nothing that beats a tiller to make a garden. Now I'm sure you've been out there, maybe you've rented a tiller, maybe you try to use those hand ones, and it is back-breaking work. But that brings up a really good point. A lot of people don't want to do that. And I thought about it. If I purchased with my friends and family, that I could convince them that this is a lot better than renting a tiller or running a tiller by hand, when you could just pay me a little bit of money and I'll come out and make the perfect garden for you. So that's what I did. I went ahead and purchased it, and I started to advertise that now you might want to make these long drives because it's really local. So I'm not spending all that money and gas and fuel. I'm not trying to make a business out of this. Again, I'm just for it in the first season, but man, it's just a few weeks of the year I go out and I do this and I really enjoy it, and people really like how well it does their garden. So they call me every year and I have my regulars, which is super cool too. All I did was set a post out there, hey, I'm doing gardens again. It's time to do your garden. And then everybody private messages me. But guys, I've got a really close one by. I go a lot cheaper when I don't even have to load this tractor. I'm gonna go here in town, till up a garden, then we're gonna load up, and I think I got about 2 more, maybe 3 more to do after that. So stick around guys. I hope you enjoy the video. All right, made it to our first stop, literally a 2-minute drive with the tractor. I'm gonna knock this out really quick and then we're gonna head to the next spot. Sweet, just like that, finished up. I like to double till everything. And they've got a pretty cool setup here. They got some wood chips that go in between there, so that's why it looks like I missed that, but I didn't. They wanted me to till on either side of this, but man, this thing does such a great job. They are ready for their garden for the season. On to the next one. All right, we're strapped and secured, ready to hit the road. You know, and that definitely brings up another point. I totally underestimated before how long it takes to load and unload equipment. So when you're figuring your pricing, make sure you figure in how long it takes you to do that, because you got to do that every single stop. But either way, I'm all ready to go. Let's get down the road, and I think I've got 4 more to do, so stick around. All right, we just pulled up garden number 2. It is currently 11:19. Let's see how long it takes me to get this job completely done and load it up to get out of here. All right, we got a fresh one here. They already got the corners marked off. We're gonna do about a 15 by 10, which is about 2 swipes with the tractor. We'll get it set up here on a time lapse. This should be a nice garden here in just a second. Another one done. I went over this multiple times since it was virgin ground, but super chopped up. This stuff is great. This is going to be a great garden site. Soil looks really good. Awesome. On to the next one. All right, so I just rolled up on my second spot, and you never know what you're gonna see. They got a group of turkeys here, and of course I'm a hunter, so I've got a diaphragm call here. Let's see if I can get these turkeys fired up. All right, we're in here. Garden number's done. He's got some strawberries here in the middle. We're gonna go around. Got it all nice and fenced in, keep all the animals out. Yeah, let's get this one done. Got the third one done here. I think his soil is the best so far, for sure. This stuff is so nice. He said he adds some peat moss in it too, which I'm sure makes a big difference. His garden always turns out really, really well. I'm excited to see how he does this year. All right, on to the next one. All right, I think we're at our last one. We might have one more after this, but let's get this one knocked out, just stacking them up. All right, here's our setup. Corner there, all the way around. You can obviously see where there was a garden here before. This is the before. We'll get you the after. All done. Man, this thing, again, I can't say it enough, does such a good job. LS Tractor, Country Way, Facebook Marketplace special right here. I think I paid 1,500 bucks for that thing. Does such a good job. Well, we're back home because we got rained out. I did have one more garden to do, but we're gonna have to reschedule on another day. I've got plenty more gardens to do this season, and I was able to get 4 done today. But the main point of this video is just to encourage you, if there is an implement that you're thinking about getting and you just can't justify it for maybe the minimal use, but you'd love to have it, think outside the box. You could go out and do a little side hustle to offset the cost for that for maybe one season, or you could do it as a side hustle and continue to have a source of income. Think of the other things you could do, maybe like a land leveler or a box blade or a brush hog, all those sort of things that you can get to regrade driveways or do some bush hogging can really offset the cost of owning these implements. And that's what I really love, extra outside my job, to buy the things that I want to play with. You know, I'm a hobbyist. I love a lot of different things, and I hate to have to use my main income for that. And if I could do this, it really helps out. And I'm sure you can agree that that would help out a lot too. But guys, that is going to wrap up the video for today. I hope that this has added value to you. And if it did, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. But until next time, we'll see you in the next video. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot. I'm sure you're wanting to know how much money I made today. I made over $400 doing 4 gardens. So if that gives you an idea of the amount of money that you can make in just a short period of time, I didn't break my back or any of that today. It was just a fun day on my tractor, little side hustle. Take care, guys.